We are live streaming. Welcome in. The broadcast has begun. I don't know, do they call it a broadcast? I'm not sure. Let's see here. Let's turn that on. Let's turn that on. How are you? Is that better? That's better. Do they call it a broadcast? I don't know if they call it a broadcast. Streamcast? Webcast. That's what it is. It's a webcast. Good evening. Happy Saturday. How's your week going? Good? Good. Tonight we are going to play, I said the we because there's nobody else in here. We're going to play a song that I wrote when we were all locked down and things were weird. And I've never played it in front of people. I have a weird demo version that's kind of lo-fi. And I'm planning to make a real version. But currently, the only thing that exists is a lo-fi demo version of this song with a very long end to it, and it was inspired by. Obviously, we all know that was a bizarre time, and on many levels, there is different portions of our society. I think it's probably true in all societies, but in today's world, given the technologies we have and the number of distractions, as well as the willful and blissful ignorance of many, and that people aren't necessarily listening. Listening is a skill that it seems to be going by the wayside. And it seems as though there's a lot of people that are just nodding and waiting for their turn to talk. And they're not really listening to what you're saying or listening to what anyone's saying. And sometimes they're not even really waiting their turn to talk. They just start talking. So, ironically, the stream to no one is streaming to no one, whether or not anybody's listening. And in the middle of this song, there's a reference to people who do just that, have social media platforms that nobody pays attention to. So there's a touch of irony there. But yeah. So that's tonight's song, and I've been working on. It's existed, and I started playing it not too long ago. Like, and I couldn't remember it, and so then I had to review, and so I started, working on it and working through it with some other stuff. So that was the selection. I try to keep, challenging myself with some new covers and playing originals and things that haven't been played, or that dust them off. There's some old ones that are going to be coming. So there's that. So then let's do some announcements. So next week, my brother Rafe will be here. We'll be doing a 3-song set of songs the two of us have selected. I selected one, and he selected two. We'll be doing a song called Life, Love, and Laughter by Donovan Frankenreiter. I always want to say Frankenfurter, but that would be incorrect. And then New Shoes by Paolo Nutini. That's next week. Again, next week, not tonight, next week. With Brother Rafe. Rafe will be here. This camera will not be here. It will be pointed that way and upward toward Brother Rafe. And the third song is a song by Cracker off their first album called Someday. Anyways, those are the three for next week. And then, as promised, this month, Good and Broken will be released. I believe the target is April 29th. That is this month. Technically, I will get in just under the wire. And I am going to give you a very quick sneak peek of the cover. Let's see. There it is. Oh, wait. There it is. That's going to be the cover. Wait, I'm Johnny Carson. I'm not. Who's Johnny Carson, you say? Most of you are old like me. If you're young and you go, who's Johnny Carson? I would like to punch you in the face. But I don't believe we have any young people. Okay. So, I believe those are my announcements for the week. Friday, June 7th. My own personal announcement. Thursday, May 2nd would be my final day as an electrician. After 35 years. 35 years is enough. Friday, June 7th, we're going to be having a little gathering. And if you'd like to come, contact me. How's that sound? Does that sound all right? Okay, today, we're going to do this right now while I check on something. I also changed my strings 2 days ago, which sometimes can wreak havoc on things. See, it sounds like it's not too bad. Alright, so something I'm forgetting. What am I forgetting? I know. It's reverb. Just kidding, I remember today. So, let's see. Aha! There it is. Reverb. Alright, so that's the kind of stuff you do with little kids, right? Alright, so let's see. Don't have to count, there's nobody else here. Count myself in. Other day I was sitting, playing my guitar. Lo and behold, I was writing a song, trying to figure out what I wanted to say, digging around through these scraps and scribbles I've got. Suddenly it occurred to me, no one gives a crap anyway, 'cause I could have bona fide cure for cancer written down in the words of this song. You and I both know that you wouldn't bother to listen, 'cause you are way too busy not waiting your turn to talk. So many seem to have a hidden agenda, seem to have something to say. Doesn't matter if there's a point to it. Doesn't matter if anybody's listening. I don't know, and I don't care. Matter of fact, neither do you. 'Cause I could have bona fide cure for cancer written down in the words of this song. You and I both know that you wouldn't bother to listen, 'cause you are way too busy not waiting your turn to talk. There's at least 24 social media platforms. There's a place for everyone who's got something to say. When it really matters, nobody's paying attention. History repeats itself, pay attention to the pain. Would you bother to listen? Would you bother to listen? Would you bother to listen to history's refrain? I could have a bona fide cure for cancer written down in the words of this song. You and I both know that you wouldn't bother to listen, 'cause you are way too busy not waiting your turn to talk. Nobody's listening. Waiting to talk. Would you bother to listen? They're just waiting to talk. Nobody's listening. All right. The world premiere, there it was. You heard it first, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations. How do you feel? Does it make you feel special? Gives me a tingly, warm feeling. That might just mean I have to go to the bathroom. I'm not sure. So yeah. Would you bother to listen? Right? There was a there's a guy that I was working with when I wrote this song, and I had this crappy demo, like I said, and I played it. I was playing it on we were working like second shift, I think, or overnight or something. There wasn't too many people, and I played it on my little boombox, and I said something like, "Ah, it's this song I'm working on." He's like, "That's you?" And I go, "Yeah." He's like, "Huh, I don't really listen to the words. What's it about?" I go, "It's about the fact that people don't listen to anything anymore." And he goes, "Really? Or is that a joke?" I go, "No, really, that's what it's about." Anyway, he's a good guy. He just said he never listens to the words of songs. So, anyways, yeah. I think that's it. I think that's all we got for today. Once again, melmusic.com. You can, one of these days, well, probably after about May 2nd, I'm going to start working on some of that stuff. It's probably going to be more like the middle of June. I got a bunch of stuff to do before the June 7th soiree. Soiree. We'll call it a soiree. Let's see. Yeah, check us out, Spotify. April 29th is the release of Good and Broken. And cover photo, courtesy of my neighbor Kathy. And the art and design mostly done by the fabulous Jean. So yeah, I think I'm doing absolute final, like you do when you final mix something. You final mix and then you listen to it and you go, the vocal part needs to come up 0.5 dB in the first verse. And you write a couple of notes and then you redo it. And you listen to it for a couple of days and you go, okay, that's right. Then you play it for someone and someone goes, maybe you should add this right here. How about a tambourine at the end? And you go, I don't own a tambourine. Let me figure that out. So that's what's happening. We're at the very, very end of things. But I believe that I have it. I believe that I have it. I just have to let it marinate for a couple days and make sure that I haven't missed something. And then yeah. So yeah. So have a good rest of your weekend. Happy, joy. And there needs to be some kind of a signature close besides the look at the camera like I'm melting. I need to come up with a very homogenized joke, I think, at the end of every... I think I'm going to start looking into a really bad, super clean, the dumbest joke I can find joke for the future. You can play at home. This is my wife's favorite joke. My older children are all adults now, but when they were little and our relationship was early, she would say to my kids, "Knock, knock. I eat mop." Gross, right? Okay, so that's for you. All right. Thank you. Have a wonderful Saturday.